Hello everyone, welcome to day 4 of the training. These are the topics that we're going to discuss today. Well, you've done a lot of work so far on your target market, researching topics, doing your keyword research. Now I want to show you what was the purpose in doing all of that. We're also going to cover the topic of the kind of content that you're going to be able to put online and where to source the content that you want to include to make it easier for you. Well, the real purpose of all this research, I know you've got tons of information, and it's been for one very good reason, and that is to produce content which engages people. You know what they're looking for, you know what their problems are, and we're going to find the solutions to help them solve those problems. The reason why you want to engage people, I want you to think for a minute. How many times have you done a Google search, for instance, and the first page shows up and you start clicking on the links on the page, looking for the answer to the question that you've typed in, and you glean over the page, and if there's nothing there that's relevant to you, what do? Well, you just move on. But if you've put content on that site that is answering the very question that they've asked, or the topic that they've typed in, and they can see that you're giving them the solution and the answer that they're wanting, you're going to engage them on your site, and they're going to stay with you for a little bit. And that's really important because you want to start building relationships with these people. Also, the purpose of that research is so that you can position yourself as a leader. Anyone who provides answers to anyone else is already positioned more as an authority on that particular topic. This is really important because people like to follow leaders. And you might think at the moment that you really can't lead people very far at the moment, but with the skills that I've already shown you how to develop, you can show someone how to research their target market. You can give them some ideas of how to build out the kinds of content that they'll be looking for. You can show someone how to use a few tools and how to research keywords. And you know what? With all of those things that I've shown you so far, the vast majority of people online are not even doing. So, you are a leader for anyone who knows nothing about those things, and I'm going to be teaching you so much more. Now, the kind of content that you need to put in the articles to engage the people is this. You need to provide the answers and solutions to all of the questions and issues you've identified about your target market. I suppose I shouldn't have said all because but there'll be some things that you can know the answers to, and you may have some great solutions for things as well. That's the kind of content that we need to be putting out there. And you might ask, well, what about advertising my business? Well, you know what? That's the very thing you shouldn't be doing, because when you are just talking about yourself, you're really only feeding your own need. But by putting out content that people are needing, you're going to be doing a really powerful thing, and that is you're going to be advertising you. And when you think about it, who you are and what you have to offer others online or any business is the defining part of your business that will set you apart from everyone else in the field. You see, even when you were thinking about joining an MLM company, if that's what you have done, you were drawn to the person, not necessarily the company. I know there was a company once that I really desperately wanted to get involved with, but I knew that the guy I was signing up under was he just was not confident, and I needed someone to help me be successful, and he just didn't come across as being that person. You are what makes people want to join you in business. If you fumble around and you're not very confident, then they probably will see if there's someone else that they can join under or choose another business. This is the real key to being successful, not just online, but in any area to do with business at all. And people are going to be drawn to you because you are offering them something of real value, something that's really important to them, and they're never going to feel like you're selling them anything. And that's the most important thing. They're going to sell themselves on the things that you're offering because you're going to have a relationship, you're going to be building trust together. Well, so how does this content producing gain you any customers or distributors? Number one, it positions you as a leader. Number two, it draws them to you, which is attraction marketing. But once it's done that, how do we develop this? Well, we develop it by building relationships. And we do this in a few ways that I'm going to show you. You're going to provide a way for people to stay connected with you. And when you've got that connection, you're going to be able to build relationships with them. So one of the ways that you can start building relationship is if they write comments on your blog or any of the other Web 2.0 sites that I'm going to show you, then you should respond. Something quality response to them. Another way is to provide an RSS feed where people can click on that and they can get access to all of your new content, which is going to come constantly. And a lot of people prefer to do that. Another thing you can do is provide an opt-in form on your page for people to subscribe to your newsletter if you are wanting to set one up, or a free giveaway that you've got on your site, or a training course, which is what I have put together. A newsletter isn't that difficult to put together for once every fortnight. There are places where you can get articles to put in your newsletter. You will be learning so many things. I'm sure you'll be able to write the latest tips and ideas for people. Just do some general research you can keep in a folder so that you can set that up in your autoresponder series. I'll show you how to go about setting up an autoresponder and ways of posting constant content to others. Another thing you can do is provide links to your social sites like Facebook and MySpace, so that people can get to know you better. You can also provide a link for them to follow you on microblogging sites like Twitter, so that they can get updates from you all the time. The whole thing is that people will have constant way of staying connected with you and getting to know you, getting all of their needs met, following you, and they will eventually be drawn into whatever you're doing. And they'll ask you, so what do you do? What kind of business can I get involved with you?